Hello, hello, and welcome back to this week's Friday Flow. Today we're going to be focusing on kneeling poses. So I definitely recommend getting any props, getting any pillows, folded blankets to support you in the poses today. Beginning in a seated cross-legged position, slowly begin inhaling on a 3 count, pausing your breath at the top, followed by an exhalation of a 3 count. Repeating this 3 times at your own comfortable pace. Relaxing your shoulders, sitting nice and tall, closing the eyes if you like. Just centering and relaxing your body before your practice today. And when you've completed this, slowly begin to make your way into a kneeling position. You will want the heels of your feet to be directly under your buttocks as if you're sitting on them, and your big toes to meet with one another. Sitting nice and tall. And slowly begin to pivot your feet outwards so they sit on the outside of your buttocks this time. If you are in need of any additional support in this pose, feel free to grab a block or a folded blanket or a pillow to sit on. And if it's within your practice, begin to walk your hands back, reclining in this pose. You can lean back on your forearms. You can go all the way onto your back if that's within your practice. Or you can simply come onto your hands with your hands directly behind you. Or you can sit up nice and tall. There's no need to recline in this pose if your body does not need it. Begin walking your hands up. Coming all the way onto your heels, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, sweeping your arms off to the side of your body. You're no longer sitting on your heels. You want to lift your buttocks up. Kneeling nice and tall. And begin to reach back for your heels. Coming into camel, poking your chest out forward. Allowing your heart to shine towards the ceiling. Exhale, slowly begin to release out of this pose. Coming into tabletop, ensuring that your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Coming onto your tippy toes. Finding a nice solid form here. Exhale, release, begin to concave the back, coming into cat. Inhale as you rise, gazes towards the ceiling, coming into cow. And repeating this at your own pace. Exhale as you release, pulling your spine towards the ceiling. Inhale as you rise, gaze is up towards the ceiling. And begin to find stillness. Begin to extend your right arm directly out in front of you, allowing your left leg to follow, finding alignment from your fingertips to your toes. Exhale, releasing your right arm to meet your left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release, rounding out our backs and release. Exhale and inhale, extend. And slowly release back into table pose. And now extending your left arm out in front of you, allowing your right leg to follow, finding alignment. Exhale, release, elbow to knee, extend. Exhale, release, elbow to knee. Inhale, rise and extend. And last time, exhale and slowly release, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. And exhale and slowly release. couple of options for this next pose. We're coming into child pose. Option 1 is to bring the legs together, coming onto the flat part of your foot, putting the crown of your head on the earth and extending your arms directly behind you, rounding out your back. The second option, you can extend your knees off of either side of your mat, bringing your big toes to meet with one another and slowly sinking down, allowing your belly to sink in between your thighs and your arms are extended directly out in front of you. Either option, you will receive the same benefits. One may feel better to your body than the other. Play around with the two, see what works best for you in this moment. If you want, you can walk your hands over towards the right, creating an opening and extending out your left side body. Sneak in a little side body stretch here in this pose. And if you took it to the right, you know what you gotta do. Take it to the left. Getting a nice stretch here in your right side body. Again, completely optional. And slowly begin to walk your hands towards the center, coming back into table pose. Now another pose that has a couple of different options. First option is to bring your right arm and extend it underneath your left. Resting onto your right shoulder, or you can begin to extend your right leg directly behind you and over towards the left, bringing your right arm towards the sky and now dipping it underneath your left. Again, coming onto your right shoulder for some support there. Again, either option you pick, you will be receiving the same benefits, just different options for what your body requires in this moment. Not forcing your bodies, honoring and listening to your bodies at all times. Slowly begin to come out of whichever option you went into, and let's take it to the opposite side. Either extend your left arm underneath your right, coming onto your left shoulder. Or begin to extend your left leg directly behind you and over towards the right, bringing your left arm in towards your chest and towards the sky. Exhale, slowly release your left arm underneath the right, coming onto your left forearm. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Exhale, release, coming back into tabletop. Go ahead and come back onto your knees and lift all the way up and extend your right leg out to the right side, allowing your toes to point forward. You can remain here, or you can begin to extend your left arm towards the sky and begin to lean over towards your right leg. Opening up your left side body, leading with the intention to meet your right leg, going only as far as your body will allow, reaching all the way through your left fingertips. You also do not have to lean like this in this pose. You can stay standing. If you need, you can put a blanket underneath your left knee for support. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale, release out of the pose, coming back onto your knees. And for the opposite side, now begin to extend out your left leg to the side, allowing your left toes to point forward. Either remain here or begin to lift your right arm towards the sky. And if you would like to take it a step further, begin to release your right arm over towards your left leg, leaning in with the intention to meet your left leg, but again, going only as far as your body will allow. Sneaking in some more side body stretch here. And again, same as the other side, if you need some more support for your knee, your right knee this time, feel free to take that blanket and prop it up underneath. Exhale, release out of this pose. And go ahead and come back onto your hands and knees, coming into table. Begin to sweep your right leg through, coming into a low lunge. You can interlace your fingers and allow your hands to rest onto your top right thigh. pressing your left thigh towards the earth. Or you can extend your arms up and take a nice micro bend in your back, coming onto the flat part of your left foot. You'll definitely feel the stretch in your left quad. Exhale and release, simply rising. Inhale, sweeping your arms off to the side, cactusing your arms and taking another micro bend in your back, coming into a crescent lunge. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. And slowly begin to pivot towards your right and extend your arms off to either side of your body. Finding a nice twist in our spine here. Testing our balance. Now if you'd like to take it an extra step, go ahead and reach your right arm back for your left leg, pulling your left leg in towards your chest. You can find your balance better by placing your left palm firmly into the earth or keeping it rested onto your right thigh. Another option, you can stay right where you were with your arms extended out. There's no need to take this extra step. If you decided to bring in that left leg, slowly release it. Begin to extend out your right leg, taking a micro bend in your right knee if necessary. You can stay lifted if you'd like. Begin leading with your heart with the intention to meet your right leg, going only as far as your body will allow, allowing your head to come down last. Reach down as far as you feel your body needs. Extend your leg out as far as your body needs. If you want to release all the way back onto your left leg, please do so. If you want to stay lifted, please do so. If you want to take a micro bend or extend your right leg fully, do that. Whatever your body needs in this moment, honor that. Slowly begin to rise, coming back into table. And now for the opposite side, swinging your left leg through, coming onto the flat part of your right foot, interlacing your fingers, placing your hands onto the top part of your left thigh, dipping deeper with your right thigh and towards the earth. Feel free to extend your arms overhead, taking a micro bend in your back, shining your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. And sweeping your arms off to the side of your body once more, cactusing your arms, taking another micro bend in your back, shining your heart towards the sky, coming into a crescent lunge here. And begin to pivot your way off to the left side, and now opening up your arms off to either side of your body, reaching all the way through your fingertips because you can. And if you did it on the opposite side, you might as well do it on this side. So begin to reach for your back right leg with your left arm, bringing your right leg in towards your body. Again, this is not a requirement, only an option. If you are in this pose and looking for more support, you can bring your right palm to meet with the earth, or you can keep it lifted onto your left leg. If you are in this extra pose, go ahead and release your back right leg slowly. And when you're ready, begin to extend now your left leg out, leading with your heart to meet with your left leg, leading with the intention to meet it, going only as far as your body will allow, allowing your head to come down last. You can go as low or as high in this pose as you would like. You can take a micro bend in your left leg. You can fully extend it. Again, you know what I'm going to say. Listening to and honoring our bodies always. Slowly begin to rise, lifting out of this pose. And making your way back into table. Begin to extend your right leg directly behind you. Bending your left leg, coming onto the outside of your left leg, coming into pigeon. If you need extra support here, you can prop a pillow or a block underneath your tush on the left side. If you'd like, you can walk your hands out in front of you, coming onto your forearms or your forehead. You're definitely going to feel this in your hamstrings. Slowly begin to lift yourself up, extending your left leg behind you, coming into plank. And now, bringing your right leg through, bending at the knee, extending your left leg all the way behind you, coming onto the flat part of your left foot. Again, if you need that extra support, go ahead and grab a blanket or a block or a pillow and place it underneath now your right tush for that extra support. If you like, you can begin to release down onto your forearms or your forehead for a greater stretch. And slowly begin to rise, walking the hands up, extending your right leg out, coming back into table pose. Swifting your feet off to the right, leaning your body off to the left, extending your legs all the way out in front of you. It is everybody's favorite time. Lower onto your backs, come into Savasana. Closing your eyes, allowing your arms, your legs to dangle off the side of your body. Your palms are facing towards the ceiling. Your eyes can be closed. You just worked really hard. And now it's time to allow your body to relax, recalibrate itself. Just continue taking this time to yourself. There's no rush. When you are ready, begin to extend your left arm directly behind you, rolling over onto your left side into a fetal position, using your right palm to press firmly into the earth to assist you into a seated cross-leg position. Inhale, begin to sweep your arms off to the side of your body. Exhale, releasing palms, heart center. Thank you all for kicking ass today. Thank you for showing up, showing out. Please share, subscribe, and come back next week for Flow Friday. Namaste, everybody. Don't forget that if you are on a desktop, you can use your cell phone to scan this QR code to leave feedback, suggestions, requests, or if you're on your phone, you can find the link directly below to the survey. Thank you.